What is forgiveness? And why is forgiveness important? Forgiveness is the conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment or vengeance towards a person who has wronged you, regardless of whether this person actually deserves the forgiveness or not. Contrary to what many people think, forgiveness does not mean in any way that you condone what was done or you deny the seriousness of the offense that the individual committed against you. It is rather a way of saying that you choose to take responsibility for your happiness and not let what somebody did continue to affect you negatively or cause you some untold bitterness that is only going to harm you and not the person. And this is because unforgiveness is a punishment that you inflict on yourself for someone else's mistake. And it is a chain that prevents you from progressing in life. Why is forgiveness important? Forgiveness is so important because it brings you peace of mind and frees you from corrosive anger, which can only damage you. Forgiveness empowers you to recognize the pain you suffered without letting that pain define you. It enables you to heal and to move on in life. It even improves both your mental and your physical health by freeing you from stress and hypertension. Because holding on to grudges compromises your immune system. There are so many people who suffer health complications today just because they have chosen not to let go. They have chosen not to forgive. Forgiveness brings peace. Forgiveness brings healing that you can never get until you choose to forgive. Most importantly, forgiveness puts you in good standing with God. Whether it's forgiveness of others or it's forgiveness of self, you need to be able to forgive so that you can free yourself and move on with your life. It is worth mentioning that the act of forgiveness can be very difficult. It is both a choice and a skill. It is a process that takes time and a lot of energy. So do not expect it to come easily. Especially, I repeat, especially when the individual who wronged you is not remorseful. This is where you have to pray for the grace to be able to forgive them so that you can reclaim your peace, so that you can be able to align yourself with the will of God for you. Because most of the times, God allows some of those things to happen for a reason. Instead of focusing on the hurt, you need to focus on the lesson so that you can be able to grow. What does it take to forgive? To truly forgive, you need to first acknowledge the hurt. You need to consider how that has affected you. You need to accept the fact that you cannot change what has already happened. And then allow forgiveness to flow in and to transform your hurt and your anger into healing and peace. We must learn to let go and let God. For what doesn't break you, it's definitely going to make you stronger. Learn to forgive. It may be difficult, very difficult at times, but it is very important. forgiveness is more important to you, the forgiver, than it is to the forgiven. Keep that in mind. And see you next week.